You wake in darkness because the fire beside you is slowly dying. No alarm has rung. Morning has not arrived. The warmth is simply disappearing.
It's too cold. The fire
20
is
people
almost
sleep
out.
beneath heavy hides
What am I
stretched
gonna
across
do?
enormous mammoth bones. Outside, a violent wind screams across an endless, frozen Ice Age plain. Inside, one final red ember is disappearing beneath cold, gray ash. Your mother is already kneeling beside it, searching carefully beneath the ash. There is no flame, only one tiny red point keeping everyone alive. No matches, no lighter. And outside, the approaching storm steals every chance. She adds dry fungus, blows gently, and the red ember finally becomes flame. But this fragile flame must survive 3 days. The herd is gone, and a storm is coming. The people of your world do not call this the Ice Age. To them, this is simply winter rivers are frozen, valleys stand empty, and the wind can push a fully grown hunter from his feet. Your nearly hairless primate body evolved in warmer climates. It was never naturally designed for a world like this. Your body has one urgent priority: keep the heart, lungs, and brain warm enough to remain alive. Blood vessels near your skin tighten. Warm blood retreats from your fingers and toes to protect your vital organs. Your hands become stiff. Your feet grow numb. Then your entire body begins to shiver. Shivering is not weakness. Rapid muscle movement is your body's emergency method of producing additional heat. But this heat requires fuel, energy stored from food. Without it, your internal furnace cannot continue working. Only a few strips of dried meat remain. Your father divides them carefully among the most vulnerable adults first. You chew the hard, frozen meat slowly. It is not enough. Today, you must find the missing herd. After sunrise, 6 adult hunters leave the shelter. You travel with your father and adult brother. Your father walks in front. Your adult brother pulls a small wooden sled through the snow. The air is so cold that every breath feels sharp. The land ahead appears completely empty. But your father sees information everywhere: disturbed snow, frozen dung, hoofprint, and hair caught on thorns. Humans cannot outrun horses, overpower mammoths barehanded, or track prey with a wolf's powerful sense of smell. But humans can observe, remember, and connect clues that other creatures leave across the landscape. Reindeer seek sheltered valleys. Wolves share warmth. Birds search for exposed ground beneath the drifting snow. Every animal carries instructions. Your people survive by observing their behavior and remembering what the land reveals. Near midday, you discover hundreds of fresh reindeer tracks. The missing herd passed here only recently. The tracks lead west beneath darkening clouds. The herd promises food, but the approaching storm promises deadly danger. Before moving farther, you stop and tighten every opening in your carefully fitted winter clothing. One loose animal hide would leave openings around your neck, arms, and legs, allowing the wind inside. The soft inner layer holds its fur inward, trapping a pocket of warm air beside your body. A heavier outer layer blocks the wind and snow, while the inner layer preserves precious warmth. Grass-lined boots protect your feet. A fitted hood covers your head, while mittens keep your fingers together. Every piece has been measured, cut, and sewn together with a tool smaller than your smallest finger. A sharpened piece of bone with one tiny opening could carry animal sinew through thick hide. That tiny invention transformed humanity's relationship with cold and opened entire frozen regions to human survival. With fitted clothing, your body becomes a portable shelter, a small, warm climate carried beneath layers of fur. But clothing protects you only while it remains dry. The first snowflakes land. The storm has arrived early, By evening, the snow moves sideways. The reindeer tracks and distant horizon disappear beneath the storm. One by one, the hunters vanish into white air. Only your adult brother remains visible ahead. Then a wall of snow passes between you. Your brother disappears and the wind destroys your call. You turn around, but every direction looks identical. Your new footprints disappear within seconds. There is no sun, no sky, and no landmark. You may be walking home or moving in circles. Cold snow enters your boots. Your feet ache at first and then become dangerously numb. Extreme cold affects more than the body. It gradually weakens attention judgment and the ability to recognize danger. A freezing person may feel strangely calm or warm. That confusion is another warning from a failing body. You force yourself to speak aloud. Keep moving. The repeated words give your tired mind a rhythm. Then something dark rises from the snow ahead. It is the curved tusk of a mammoth. The shelter is ancient. Mammoth bones form a circle, while enormous tusks curve across its broken roof. Most of its covering has vanished, but one surviving wall still offers protection from the violent wind. People lived here long ago. They are gone, but the objects they left behind still carry knowledge beneath your inner clothing. You carry a small leather pouch containing carefully protected dry fire-starting material. Your stiff hands struggle as you use the ancient fire-making tools carried by your people. After several attempts, a spark survives. A tiny red glow appears and smoke begins curling upward. The glow becomes a small flame. Warm orange light slowly returns to the abandoned shelter. The treeless tundra offers little fuel. Ancient travelers survived by using whatever dry natural material the landscape provided. The small fire grows steadily. For the first time since the storm began, you can feel warmth again. Then something moves outside. One wolf appears at the entrance, followed by another seeking the same shelter. You keep the fire between yourself and the entrance. The wolves remain beyond the circle of light. The wolves do not charge. They wait patiently because they understand the cold and recognize your growing exhaustion. Snow covering your outer clothing begins melting near the fire. The heavy hide gradually becomes cold and wet. Wet material loses warmth quickly. You carefully protect your dry inner layers while the outer hide dries nearby. You eat the final stored food from your pouch. Its concentrated energy helps your body continue producing warmth. The fire provides warmth from outside, while stored energy allows your body to generate warmth from within. The damaged shelter is adjusted to reduce the cold wind and preserve more of its precious warm air. To remain alert, you repeat the old stories your family shared beside countless fires before this night. The stories recall a frozen river, a herd found through ravens, and an ember protected through a storm. The greatest Ice Age tool was not fire alone. It was knowledge passed from one human mind to another. You wake beside a circle of ash and fear the fire is dead. Then you discover one surviving ember. The flame returns. Outside, the storm has ended, and fresh snow has erased every track. You step outside and search for smoke. You call for your family, but the silent valley offers no answer. You survived the night, but survival alone is temporary. One human cannot perform every essential task at once. Your group survives because different adults understand tracks: clothing, stone tools, food preparation, and the protection of fire. The fire belongs to everyone. One adult protects it, while the others rest and recover their strength. Shared responsibility teaches people to take turns, share limited food, and protect vulnerable members of the group. Home did not begin with walls. It began with people forming a circle around something they could not lose. You preserve one ember in the prepared carrier your people use, and leave the abandoned shelter behind. You're not merely searching for your family. You're carrying the shared fire back to them. You follow the valley because animals and humans often choose routes protected from the strongest wind. Several hours later, you discover a dark mark in the snow beside your adult brother's broken spear. You call your brother's name. A familiar voice answers from somewhere beyond the low, snowy ridge. You climb the ridge and find your family alive. Your exhausted father rests while one hunter remains missing. The group survived by using the snowbank as protection because packed snow can hold insulating pockets of air. Your mother notices the carrier in your hands. Inside it, one carefully protected red ember still survives. A small fire returns, and everyone gathers quietly. The missing hunter and lost herd remain somewhere outside. Your mother prepares warmth. Your brother repairs his boot, and your father remembers the safest route home. That is how humans survived the frozen world. Not through one invention, but through an interconnected system. Clothing fire shelter stored energy memory and cooperation, transformed a vulnerable primate into an Ice Age survivor. 3 days later, you finally return to the mammoth bone shelter, and the adult tribe members rush forward. The oldest healer examines your father, while the protected ember is reunited with the tribe's main hearth. Future generations will remember Ice Age suffering, but may overlook the extraordinary human response to the cold. Humans did not merely endure winter. They observed animals shaped clothing, controlled fire, and constructed protective shelters. They preserved knowledge through stories and created communities capable of protecting every vulnerable adult member. Their descendants eventually crossed Siberia, reached the Americas, and adapted to nearly every climate on Earth. Today, warmth clothing and food arrive effortlessly through technology that your Ice Age ancestors could never imagine. Yet your body remembers cold through shivering winter hunger and the comfort of warm light shared with trusted people. Those instincts are older than cities' farming and writing. The Ice Age survivor still lives within every modern human. Thanks for watching. Join the tribe by subscribing. Keep the fire alive and meet me beside the next ancient campfire.